Brady, a second-half substitute, can't put it away here. He scores, it's over. The shot, he scores! The Richmond Kickers have won it in penalty kicks.
What do I love about Richmond? I love the way that Richmond has recently decided to kind of change what it's known for.
Richmond's home. Moved here when I was 2 years old and got away a couple times, but it's like they always say, you can always come back home, and that's absolutely true. Being able to come back and see how the city has grown, how the city's evolved over almost 40 years.
It's a really, really special city. It's super alive, growing every day. So yeah, I feel really, really lucky to live here and have found such a wonderful community of soccer folks as well.
My name is Justin Reed. The name of our supporters group is the River City Red Army. We're the oldest and original supporters group for the Richmond Kickers. I've been a member of the Red Army since about 2018. Now I'm one of the drum majors. We play drums, sing songs, 90 minutes strong all night.
We're here to bring the energy, bring the vibes to City Stadium, really try to replicate that enthusiastic and loud supporters group experience you often see in other parts of the world, but you don't always see in the American game. So definitely just here to, bring the energy, bring the vibes, and make a whole lot of noise.
Even when there's hail and tornadoes and storms going on, we're probably the only section that's still here.
Our logo is a star. It's Red Army. It's kind of a fun play we have on people making jokes about soccer fans being communists. Red Army is kind of a play on that. Some kind we took on. If you want to call us that, we're going to own it.
The River City Red Army, I like the alliteration there. So just an homage to both the city that we love and the team that we love.
So I've been coming to Kickers games since the first season in 1993. When I was high, 9, 10 years old, something like that. So I've always been coming here. It's what I've known. It's just what I like to do. City Stadium, my safe space, my comfort space. Something's not great in life. Come to City Stadium, and for at least 2-3 hours, things are better.
Even for me, I've been going through a rough moment. My dad recently just passed away like a month ago, so this is my first time back in the stadium. And I would say without the Red Army, man, I probably wouldn't be mentally ready to come back. It just really shows you that you think like your common bond with people is just like soccer, but it's so much more than that. And they really mean a lot to me.
Before I joined the Red Army, I would come to games, have fun with my kids, but it was kind of quiet and subdued feeling. I decided to kind of like migrate into the Red Army. It's just like any other group. When you go, it's kind of like taking a chance. But for me, I found 2 really great people, Paige Hayes and Doug Doby. I love you, Doug. And they really brought me into the Red Army, made me feel welcome, and made me feel a part of it.
You don't really have someone who's sort of directing the group as a whole. It's very organic. It's very from the ground up. There's a couple of us who are on the leadership board who help coordinate different events around the team, or maybe have those conversations with the front office. We really want the actual supporters group experience to feel very democratic.
When you grow up as a kid and you imagine what it feels like playing professional soccer, that's what you envision, right? Fans cheering you up in the stands, people that really care about the result, about the people, about the players.
Sin duda que son un jugador más para nosotros. Emocionalmente dentro del juego creo que nos ayuda muchísimo. Nos hemos hecho muy fuertes aquí con ellos dentro del City Stadium. Entonces, como te digo, emocionalmente son un jugador extra para nosotros. they mean a lot to me because they welcomed me really well from my day one here, for my first game here, and I remember when I scored my first goal.
Here's a chance. Here's a shot. There's a score. Richmond up 2-0. Joao Gomero.
In City Stadium, I went to celebrate right on them. So that energy, that feeling was surreal. So they mean a lot to me.
But I really think the impact that we've done since the pandemic has really gotten people to know who we are. For instance, like doing community book bag drives or donating soccer gear to local soccer programs in the city, making lunches for the homeless. You know, I always hear my dad in the back of my head, like, make sure you have a lasting impact.
I can barely remember a time without the Kickers around, and it's so cool, you know, knowing that for kids growing up, for members of the current first team, they've literally never known a time in their life without the Richmond Kickers.
Man, it's great to be a part of a team with so much history. It gives us a lot of bragging rights. You know, we feel really proud of our history. We've done a lot of great things as a really independent local team.
How many teams can say they played in the USL Cup, won a USL Cup? A full starting 11 and backups go play in national teams and, you know, have club legends. Like, if Richmond really wanted to, they could have a club Hall of Fame and they will rival some MLS club. I mean, we are the oldest professional soccer club for a reason.
Coming to a club with so much history, so much power, it's a privilege to be here. I've played against the Kickers, and now to be in this side, it feels much better.
Coming here to City Stadium, it's an old stadium. It's a little bit rough, but it's beautifully ugly. For me, when I come to City Stadium and we support the Kickers, I really feel like we're coming to American soccer's last dive bar. This is like the place where you can go. It's like seeing your favorite band in a little hole where it's awesome and you're crowded with your friends. There's no experience like this.
I'm a co-host of River City 93. One of the founders of that podcast was Elliot Barr, and he is one of the originators of naming this.
Elliot and one of the guys from up at Fort Madison, they kind of started a little bit of a rivalry. It was kind of a friendly thing, but
we were just like, hey, yo, let's bet on something. I mean, let's put something on the game. And I was like, yo, let's put a bottle of Hennessy on it. And he was like, all right, cool, bet.
With the equalizer of all equalizers in the Henny Derby.
He has really grown up out of the games actually being played, the real feelings between the players on the field, between the fans themselves, both, you know, a little bit of animosity, but also a lot of support and a lot of synergy around growing the game and showing up for our teams in the most authentic way possible.
Put in a good ball here. Alexanderson, Terzaghi! That's the record breaker!
It's probably one of the most unique experiences out there, man. Like, regardless of where you're from, who you support, like, this is a safe space. Like, you can come here, have fun. Like, people have came from, like, Boston just to check out what the Henny Derby.
Bueno, a mí siempre me gustan los desafíos. Siempre jugar un derby es importante. Se disfruta el doble cuando se gana y se sufre el doble cuando se pierde, pero bueno.
Even though it's friendly, we really don't like the team all that much. I expect us to send them home unhappy, sad, long bus ride.
You gotta show people that, you know, yeah, you might like Madison for the jersey, but we play soccer here and we gonna win.
Really, we just want to beat the hell out of Madison.
You know, I think there's a lot of sense among many Richmond fans, and let's be real, a lot of other fans around the league, that Madison is, you know, very superficial in what they do. They're all about flash, but they don't win anything ever.
There is the final whistle. Top spot secured. The Richmond Kickers are the 2022 regular season champions.
They don't like to bring up that fact, but we won the league at their place. Yeah, they can't boast about anything else. They can boast about all the jerseys they won. They can boast about sweeping us last year. That's great, that's fine. We lifted the league at your place. Like, we beat you.
Well, after 4 years, I feel like I know them all, you know, by name. I know their faces. After every game, we go and greet them. So you end up making that personal connection, which makes it more meaningful for them, but also for ourselves.
It's almost like they're the 12th man for us. It's almost they're in the field with us. That's how it feels from the inside. And
on game day, the wall right here, you know, in front of us, you know, limits what that interaction can be. But I think the relationship goes outside of the stadium because you're out in public and players come up and talk to you. It happened before where all of a sudden I hear somebody call my name and I turn around, and first time it happened I was like, why are you calling me down? And just wanted to be able to say hi, and that's a really cool feeling.
Here, it feels like we're connected to them, like we're the 12, like we're truly the 12th man.
Está el apoyo sin importar el resultado final. Ellos nos apoyan, como te digo, se puede ver cada partido que hay cada vez más fanáticos apoyándonos, queriendo que nos vaya bien, y sin duda que eso es magnífico para que nosotros demos también algo extra dentro del campo.